Hey, it's David Elder, and today on Texas Eats, we're traveling around the Lone Star State looking for great restaurants you won't want to miss.
Get ready for a haunted ghost tour through 2 Texas restaurants.
We have some paranormal activity from time to time.
Any historic building in the city of San Antonio has stories to tell about its spirits or its ghosts.
Plus, we're going inside a popular East Side pizza joint in SA.
Woo! Over the top. I mean, I'm going to open this bad boy up.
And get ready for scratch-made Nepali-style dumplings in the Alamo City.
Give them some love. There we go. Boom!
All that and more right now on a spectacular episode of Texas Eats. Our first stop on today's spooky food adventure is just north of San Antonio.
Now we're here in downtown New Braunfels to go inside of a saloon operating in a building that's been around since the 1800s. They have some reported paranormal activity, plus they're serving up some tasty food. Let's go inside the Phoenix Saloon. Joining me now is Bruce Mayer. He's the general manager out here. Thank you so much for having us.
No worries, anytime.
Now, this is a great place to come to if you're looking for a great bite in New Braunfels, but you also have some supernatural guests here, right?
We do. We have some paranormal activity from time to time. With a building this old, built in 1871 originally, there's a little bit of extra guests on occasion, to say the least.
They hung around for a while, right?
For sure. The party didn't end for those guys.
Right. Now, where's most of the activity at?
Probably in the basement, I'd have to say, for sure.
Of course it's the basement. All right. Well, let's go check it out. I got to see the basement then.
Right on. I've met a lot of mediums working here. They all come in and tell me different stories, but the last one I met actually told me that I have 2 followers that kind of keep an eye on me while I'm here in the building and hang out for a bit from time to time. So, all right, so down here is our basement.
Right, you got it roped off.
Yeah, we've got a small game room down here, but originally it was a saloon and a brewery in the basement when it was first opened in the late 1800s, early 1900s.
Oh yeah, it's genuinely creepy down here.
Yeah, a little bit. The vibe changes just a tad bit once you walk downstairs. So.
The basement is really creepy. I would not want to be down there by myself, especially at the end of the night when you're closing up and the only one in the building and you hear some footsteps going on. That's just not my vibe, especially since a lot of people have passed away in the building. You know there's a bunch of spirits here. Of all the activity that happens down here, what are some of the things? Like noises, like people getting tapped on the shoulder? Like what do you get down here?
We've had people say they've heard laughs from different corners of the room down here. I've been down here personally at night when nobody else is in the building and heard footsteps over my head, and there's absolutely no one in the building at all. So.
Yeah, no.
The story that I heard that scares me the most, in the basement over here, it used to be one of those places where they had tunnels where people could escape. Somebody's still there. Somebody's still there. And there's newspapers down there that are from back in the 1940s. They have talked about these figures that move through the places down there, and my son has seen them.
What's the weirdest, creepiest thing that anybody's ever reported that you know of since working here?
Personally, I've actually heard a voice before. Only in my right ear. Same situation. Buildings closed, lights are out, doors are locked, and heard "help me" clear as day. Only in my right ear, nothing in my left.
Was it a male or a female?
It was a male's voice. Yeah. Scratchy, rustic kind of voice. It was a little crazy.
Several years ago, I was in a fashion show here at the Phoenix that benefited our New Braunfels dog park. And so the girls got dressed downstairs where the tunnels begin or end or whatever. And although there was a lot of noise from the music and the Phoenix up here, everybody kept hearing like almost like a door slamming.
We've had staff tell us about dark masses passing in the distance or out of the corner of your eye, shadows on walls, things of that nature. Customers tell me that some things have been unexplained or felt something touch them, and turned around and nothing was there.
You said this used to actually have a little more history than just being a game room, though,
Yeah.
right? So what was it before?
It was a brewery in the basement from when it opened in 1871 up until Prohibition. It was an illicit brewery during Prohibition, and this room was actually a speakeasy.
Definitely not a place that you would want to hang out with at night or by yourself. So we can head back upstairs, check out what you got going on in the menu, because you guys are known for chili, right?
Yes, sir. Birthplace of commercial chili powders in this building.
Let's go check it out.
Later in the show, we check out the top items coming out of the kitchen at the Phoenix Saloon.
Now, this burger right in front of me is a monstrosity.
Yes, sir.
And it has some of the chili here on the burger. Talk to me about what's going on.
Well, we've got 2 half-pound patties there, some cheese, some bacon, all the fixings, and a bit of chili on top. The side of sweet potato fries with blue cheese dipping sauce.
This looks insane.
Now, we're checking out a popular restaurant in SA cranking out over-the-top pizza.
Now we're here on the east side of San Antonio to go inside of a local favorite, serving up pizza, calzones, meatball subs, and wild desserts. Let's go inside Tank's Pizza. Joining me now is the owner out here, Michael Brown. Thank you so much for having us at the restaurant.
Man, you're welcome.
This is a spread. You know, you got pizza, calzones, desserts galore,
Yeah.
appetizers, chicken wings. But what got you started in pizza?
Man, I worked for a pizza restaurant for about 7 years. Found the passion in it, knew I could get it done, and decided that it was the right time. So with family and friends encouraging me and coming in to taste food, make sure that it was gonna be right, I started it, man, and here we go, 10 years later.
I want to start right here with this monster, though, the calzone.
Yes,
This is not your average calzone.
not at all.
Talk to me about what's going on with this.
So when you come to Tanks, everything that you get is gonna be unique.
Yeah.
So, man, we just do it right. We saute our vegetables. We make sure that all of our meats are made in-house. Everything except for the pepperoni and the ham. But besides that, we make everything in-house. Dough is made fresh every day.
Ooh.
We make our own marinara fresh. All the items that you're getting right here were literally made this morning and put to plate.
All right, I'm gonna go in, and you can go in for one too here.
Man, let's go.
I'm gonna go for the dunk.
Oh, man, I gotta go for the pour.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cheers.
You gotta go for
The calzone. Look at this thing. That's a beast. Here we go. Oh wow. Good look. Woo! Over the top. I mean, I'm gonna open this bad boy up. Look
What are
at
you
all
doing?
that. Stacked. And you know what I love? The dough is still, it has a nice crisp texture to it. And even though it's loaded up, I mean, you guys really know what you're doing out here. This is a great bite. The meatball sub, you can't find them everywhere, but over here, check it out. They got it loaded up, taking the bite. Oh, baby. There's so much flavor. The meatball is super tender. The cheese is nice and melty. The marinara sauce just has the right amount of saltiness and savoriness that you want. That's a good sandwich. Talk to me about this pizza right here.
So, this is our Super Supreme. If you're talking about everything on a pizza, we literally put soul, heart, tears, recipes, religion, a little bit of everything went into this pizza. And this is the product. This is the end result.
I want to give it a bite here. It looks like everything in the kitchen sink is thrown on this bad boy.
Let's do it.
All right, cheers
So,
to you. Here we
booyah.
go, the Super Supreme.
Let's do it.
The cheese on there, all the toppings, it's such a good blend. It's the right portions on there as well. It's a lot of it, but not too much. And I love
Exactly.
that about the bite. You're getting everything on there. This is just good stuff, man.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much, man.
You got TVs in here to watch sports games as well, and you gotta have chicken wings when you're watching sports.
Yes, indeed.
Different flavors out here. Which ones are these?
All right, so we have our Cajun, honey, lemon pepper. We have our garlic palm, and we have our buffalo lemon pepper. So we just call it spicy buff.
Which one are you gonna go for?
Man, I'm coming right in here.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm coming right in here.
I saw this one too
Right
earlier.
now.
Cheers.
Yes.
I gotta try it.
Let's
All right,
do
it's
it.
a blend of flavors. Oh,
Come on,
that is just delicious.
come on. I don't know about you, but I'm going back in.
I'm going back. I'm gonna go back in.
I'm going back in.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
the the sweetness on the outside, the texture you got, the little crust that you form.
Oh yeah.
It is a great crunch, super tender on the inside. This is probably one of the top wings I've had in the city.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is delicious.
That's what all my baseball days. You see me, I was gonna wind up.
You were about to wind up.
I was about to wind up. I forgot I had the wing in my hand. I was about to wind up.
Oh,
Yeah.
You can see it going off that way.
No doubt about it.
This is
Oh, my
phenomenal
goodness.
stuff.
I'm
Y'all know how to cook wings. You gotta save room
got to.
for the dessert.
All right, so these are the Zeppos. This is my version of a beignet. I created it in the back of the kitchen, ran it past the guys in the kitchen, and they loved it, so we put it out on the menu. It's been a staple ever since.
Man, I'm gonna cheers you on this one, you guys. Tank's Pizza
Gotcha,
out
man.
here. It's absolutely delicious stuff. And when you're eating it, you can't forget to wash it all down. You got your house juice over here.
Yes,
you can add a little
indeed.
bit of alcohol if you want in there for the adults. The kids
Yeah.
can drink it too.
Yes,
but this
indeed.
is where it's at.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we came here.
Man, I'm glad you came, man.
You guys are like
The
a
city
gem.
needs to know about this.
Yeah.
This is very
We're
good
gonna
food.
tell everybody we know.
Yes, indeed. I appreciate it. Oh yeah.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, get ready for scratch-made Nepali-style dumplings in the Alamo City.
Give him some love. There you go. Boom.
And next on the show, get ready for a ghost tour through St. Anthony Hotel in San Antonio.
From time to time, you would smell this faint fragrance of lavender, and you'd look around all over the hotel and you couldn't find the person who smelled that way.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in downtown San Antonio to go inside the St. Anthony Hotel to learn about their haunted history and try some cocktails that go along with it. Let's go check it out. Joining me now is Ray Gonzalez. He's a bartender out here at Haunt, and you're going to be making two of the cocktails out here that we are discussing. Now, what's the first cocktail you're going to be making?
I'll be making a Pixie.
Okay, and what's inside the Pixie?
So Pixie's it's a refreshing cocktail with some berries and a little Prosecco to top it off. It's a very nice and bubbly cocktail.
Each ghost story at the St. Anthony Hotel has a coinciding cocktail being made at Haunt, the bar and lounge inside the hotel.
So the first story you can actually check on the internet because it's a true story that happened in 1965. And the gentleman's name is Walter Emmerich. He was a traveling salesman, and he checked into a room at a nearby hotel and committed a murder. In his confusion or his confused state, he came to the St. Anthony and tried to check into the same room number, but it was occupied. So they checked him into the room below, and he passed away in that room.
This one is called the Emmerich, 1.5 ounces of rye whiskey, about 1/2 ounce of white ghost whiskey. We also need to muddle a little blackberry in this. And then this one is also going to contain about 1 ounce of orgeats, that almond liqueur, and 1 ounce of fresh lemon juice. And then we are going to garnish this with a blackberry on top. And this one is the Emmerich.
All right, the Emmerich. Look at that blackberry on top. This one's fun. I like the color on this one as well. Give it a try.
Also dangerous.
Oh, that's really dangerous. I like that though. You actually get to really enjoy and appreciate the liquor in this one.
And the blackberry.
And the blackberry really play well together. It's the use of both of them together. That rye really stands out.
Good.
And it's nice, but it's just enough where you get the hint of it, but it's not overwhelming. This story is just creepy. It's haunting. It makes the St. Anthony definitely a destination if you're looking to stay at a haunted hotel. But the drink on the side, if you love rye whiskey, this is the one to try. It has those notes of rye in there, but it also has some sweetness to cut through it as well. It's just overall a really nice, refreshing cocktail.
This is a pretty simple ghost story. I started working here in 1990, and the story was actually written in Dosha Williams' book about spirits in San Antonio, but it's one that I experienced. She lived on the mezzanine level right above us, and from time to time you would smell this faint fragrance of lavender, and you'd look around all over the hotel and you couldn't find the person who smelled that way. So the lavender lady became a real ghost that lived at the St. Anthony. And now we named that drink after her in Haunt.
Have you ever encountered a guest that has mentioned that they've seen anything here, like paranormal, or have you yourself seen anything?
I have not on both accounts, but I think they want to.
Is that something that you would be like freaked out by, or you're like,
Oh, no,
whatever?
not at all. You know, it wouldn't be the first time that I've experienced something like that, but you know, it's not something that I would say I go looking for either.
Noelle, I want to open that book. I want to know more. That's great. Cheers to you. Thank you so much. Great cocktails out here at Haunt, and we're going to be back later in the show and check out all the delicious food they're making over there at Rebelle. I mean, this is it. This is so good.
I'm glad to like it.
Don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Come on out to Circle K for Father's Day. Go inside the beer cave, grab an ice cold beer for your dad, and they have so many different options available, including Shiner, which is my favorite beer.
Grab an ice cold Shiner, including their new Tex-Hex IPA, their ice cold Shiner Bock in the keg, plus their strawberry blonde. Plus, when you're at Circle K, if you want to cool down during the summer heat, you can grab a Polar Pop, a Froster, or an iced coffee, one a day for only $8.99 a month. It is a fantastic deal.
Come inside the beer cave, ice cold beer, grab any of them for Father's Day. Celebrate the right way out here at Circle K, the official pit stop of Texas Eats. Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here in San Antonio, Texas in Chavano Park to go inside of a gas station convenience store that's serving up some authentic Nepalese food. I know, it sounds crazy, but it's out of control. Let's go inside Momo House. Joining me now is Nishan Hada. He is the owner out here at Momo House. And right in front of us, these are momos. These are actually Nepalese dumplings, right?
Nepalese dumplings, yes. Sir.
Now talk to me about the recipes. Where do these come from?
These are like pretty much, we try to make it as authentic as of like Nepali dumplings. It's all my wife's recipe. She gets it, I just manage it and prep it.
Yeah.
And get it ready for customers. Actually, dumpling back in Nepal is like our, I would say, taco for Mexicans, or pizza for Italians. It's same to us. Like we grew up eating this day and night. Like it's our street food. You go to big restaurants there.
I love that we're inside of an actual gas station convenience store. This is a little kitchen that's back here.
Right.
This is a big kitchen, actually. We've been in some smaller kitchens. So this is actually really cool that you have all this space. Talk to me about the different items that you have right here in front of us. There are 4 different kinds of dumplings, right?
Yes, on the street or deep fried, we have chicken. On a steamed or juicy, we have pork. Then we have a chili veggie and a bison jol or a soup.
Oh, I love that.
So 4 different kinds.
You said these are the juicy.
Juicy is my favorite.
All right, there,
Try
get some
that.
love, get some sauce. Give me a cheers.
Cheers.
There we go, the juicy Momo dumplings. There we go. Oh, wow. The juicy dumplings here at Momo's house, absolutely delicious. These ones are the chicken variety, and let me tell you, the flavor on the inside is just stellar. Has lots of salty goodness in there. The seasoning, though, is the trick. It has a lot of great flavor. You dip it inside of that sauce that comes with it as well. It's a great, fun texture, and they are very juicy. I mean, when you say juicy, they make juicy. Street style, these are the fried food. All right, so we're gonna go in, get one with me here. I'm gonna dip it in the sauce. I feel like the sauce is crucial on this, right? Cheers.
Cheers, man.
There we go. Oh, man. The crunchy, crispy street food style dumplings that they have out here are absolutely fantastic. Nice and crunchy on the outside, on the inside, nice and tender. These ones were pork on the inside, so the pork's already salty, but you mix it with some of that seasoning. It's just a really good bite, especially when you dip it inside of that sauce. This one right here, you actually like put this in a wok. You toss it up, right, with some chili oil. All right.
So, yeah, you get a sweet and a little heat as well.
Sweet and heat. All right, here you go. Cheers to you.
Cheers, and that's a veggie.
All right, this is the veggie one. That's delicious. The chili momo are the fried street-style dumplings put inside of a wok, a little bit of chili paste, soy sauce, ketchup. That ketchup is the sweet part. Chili paste is where that spice is coming from, and that soy sauce brings a little bit of that savory unctuousness that you want on every bite. Tomatoes, veggies, you got a little bit of onion action in there as well. Incredible flavor. I mean, absolutely delicious. Last but not least, this is like a soup.
That's a soup, yeah. That'll be the bison we have.
And this is the bison. All right, cheers.
Cheers there.
Bam. Oh, wow. That's so wild. The Joel on the menu is their soup, and this one out here, it's like a soft tender on the outside, very similar to the juicy. On the inside of the dumpling, we got the bison. Now the bison is more authentic because in Nepal, they use water buffalo. And here, closest thing we got to water buffalo is bison. So if you're looking for red meat, the bison is a great option. The food is absolutely incredible. And you know, this is very much a great example of don't judge a book by its cover. You wouldn't necessarily go into a convenience store to go eat some amazing Nepalese dumplings, but I'm telling you, you need to, because this is where it's at. Momo's house. This is where you need to come to get some really cool street food from Nepal. I love everything that's going on. Thank you so much for having us out here, man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and I don't even know which one to take with me. I'm gonna take these to go though, okay? Outstanding.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we're checking out some new sweets at a popular dessert shop in SA.
Look at this. This might be one of the crazier things I've seen in quite some time for desserts.
And next on the show, we check out the top items coming out of the kitchen at the Phoenix Saloon.
Look at this thing. That's no joke. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm ready for this. Don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back after the break.
Earlier on Texas Eats, we took a haunted ghost tour through the Phoenix Saloon in New Braunfels.
We have some paranormal activity from time to time. With a building this old, you know, built in 1871 originally, there's a little bit of extra guests on occasion, to say the least.
They hung around for a while, right?
For sure. The party didn't end for those guys.
Right, now where's most of the activity at?
Probably in the basement, I'd have to say, for sure.
Of course it's the basement, all right.
Building's closed, lights are out, doors are locked. Heard help me, clear as day, only in my right ear, nothing in my left.
Was it a male or a female?
It was a male's voice, yeah.
Somebody's still there. Somebody's still there.
We've had people say they've heard laughs from different corners of the room down here.
Definitely not a place that you would want to hang out with at night or by yourself. So we can head back upstairs, check out what you got going on in the menu.
Now, we're getting a taste of the top items on the menu.
All right, now we're up here in the main area, and right in front of us, we have all the delicious food that you want to get when you come out here, including the chili.
Yes, sir.
And the chilies, you guys invented the chili powder here?
Commercial chili powder was invented here in the early 1900s.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
there's like things, I mean, I grew up here, but I never know like the little history about all the little things going on.
Sure.
Now, this burger right in front of me is a monstrosity.
Yes, sir.
And it has some of the chili here on the burger. Talk to me about what's going on.
Well, we've got 2 half-pound patties there, some cheese, some bacon, all the fixings, and a bit of chili on top. The side of sweet potato fries with blue cheese dipping sauce.
Ooh. This looks insane. Look at this thing. That's no joke. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm ready for this. All right, that's the bite. Oh, man. The loaded double Phoenix burger is massive. This thing's 1 pound of just goodness. All on the inside, the bacon, the produce that's in there, the bread on the outside, nice and toasted. I mean, if you're hungry on the next level, this is the burger to get. I absolutely love this monster. I'm gonna put them right here. Sweet potato fries on the side.
Yep.
Go grab one with me here.
Sure.
Oh, man.
Good stuff, right?
That is delicious. Now talk to me about what's going on right there.
That's our a chili dog with cheese and onions added to it. Miss Vicky's potato chips that we offer for a side. I'll be frank, huge bun. Got to hold it all together and keep it in one place.
I'm gonna go for it. Actually, you know what?
Yeah, you might need a fork and knife that one.
I'm gonna cut it in half. You grab that half.
All right.
We're gonna get a little crazy, all right? Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's The Phoenix Saloon is home to the original location of commercialized chili powder. So when you order the chili, you actually get to taste a little bit of history. That's why I had to try the chili dog out here. Just an original Americana bite right there, right? Loaded up chili on there. Big old dog, man. You're gonna have to eat this thing with a fork and knife. It is super messy. So much good flavor in that chili. It's slightly smoky, has a little bit of spice to it.
Yeah.
The dog itself has a really good texture to it. Cheesy, it has a good texture on there. The onions set it over the top too. That is really good. Right here, we got a little bit of chili cheese fries.
Yeah, they come with bacon, onions, cheese, and sour cream. Big stack of fries underneath there, nice and crispy.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's exactly what you want. Nice and gooey. Cheers.
Salud.
That's the bite. Oh wow. That starch, that large piece of fry, it's a great vehicle for all those flavors. You even have it like a burger that's really well known, right? This one right here.
The Blue Burger, actually, yes. Named one of the top 10 in the state a few years back. It's a blue cheeseburger. It's got blue cheese crumbles melted into the patty.
Oh.
Comes with bacon, all the fixings, and a blue cheese mayonnaise on the bun.
Lots of good stuff. That's the bite. The Blue Burger is known as one of the top burgers in the state of Texas. It's right here in New Braunfels at the Phoenix Saloon. I had to give it a try. It's super delicious. Very simple, but done right. The toasted buns, a little bit of those blue cheese crumbles inside the burger itself. I mean, this is where it's at. You want something delicious, you gotta get the burger. What I really enjoy about your burgers, on the outside, you can see the grill marks. You're toasting the top and the bottom of the bun.
Correct.
Super important.
Yeah.
People don't know that the top, like right here, you gotta grill each side of the bun. Keep it nice and toasty. You get really good textures on there, and all of that moisture doesn't go into the bun. That's a really nice bite.
Thank you, thank you.
You also have a chicken sandwich on the side over there. But Bruce, man, when you come out to the Phoenix Saloon, so much history, so many things that you can explore when you're walking around. Live music, great beers on. I mean, how many beers do you have on tap?
31 taps.
31 beers on tap. This is where it's at, New Braunfels. Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely, anytime.
Now, slightly haunted, I guess, really haunted, however you want to take it, right?
Yeah.
You might hear things, you might see things when you're out here, but I'll tell you what, you'll always remember the food. Cheers.
Salud.
Coming up later on Texas Eats, we check out the top items coming out of the kitchen at Rebel inside the St. Anthony Hotel.
When you expect high-level, high-end seafood, this is the spot to
And
come.
next on the show, we're checking out some new sweets at a popular dessert shop in SA.
Look at this. This might be one of the crazier things I've seen in quite some time for desserts.
So don't go anywhere. Texas Eats will be right back.
Welcome back to Texas Eats. Now we're here off Marbach Road in San Antonio to go inside of an ice cream shop that's serving up some special treats just in time for fall. Let's go inside Tropicana. Joining me now is Mary Haifa. She's one of the owners out here at Tropicana. Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, I'm excited.
I'm excited too. You have so many sweets, so many treats, the savory items, and you also have some classic items as well, but it's the fall, right? So you gotta have the essential flavors, and one of those is pumpkin spice.
Yes, it's the most popular flavor this season. We make it in the back with our special pumpkin puree and our special pumpkin spice. We add caramel and we add some graham crackers to make it taste more pie, more fall flavored.
I had to go in for another bite of this. This is insane.
Yeah.
It tastes like the ultimate pumpkin pie.
Yes.
The pumpkin spice ice cream has so many great flavors going on inside, and the caramel is nice and sweet as well. It's super delicious, and the crunch that's in there, it's like a little texture, and the crunch on the cone, it really does taste like you're eating a slice of pumpkin pie. If you love pumpkin spice, this is what to try. This is like next level pumpkin spice because it actually tastes like a pumpkin pie. Talk to me about this item.
It's a churro split. You get 2 churros with it and you pick 3 flavors of ice cream and you pick your toppings and
That's the one then. Break off some of the churro as well. Now this is a fun idea. So there you go. That's a bite that you can get when you come out here.
Yeah, so it's like a banana split with the extra churro and it tastes amazing.
The churro split comes out with 3 different kinds of ice creams that you can put in the inside, and you get to pick whatever ones you want. And there's a lot of flavors out here that they're making from scratch in the back. You get it loaded up, whipped topping on there, cherry on top as well, a little bit of syrup, and some cajeta is actually inside of the churros themselves. I mean, delicious stuff, great bites, and super sweet if that's what you're looking for. That's insane.
Yes.
That's like over the top. Because churros already by themselves are already so sweet. You add the ice cream on there, that's a next level treat. A concha ice cream sandwich.
Yes, that's
what
our
drove
new.
you? What drove you to make this crazy item?
It's just the holidays and traditions, and so we wanted to mix it up a little bit and give our customers something new to try.
Look at this. This might be one of the crazier things I've seen in quite some time for desserts. That's the bite. Oh. If you love conchas, you gotta try the ice cream concha sandwich. It is delicious, loaded up with all the ice cream, the stuff they're making right here in the back, right here in-house. And you can get any kind of ice cream you want on this one as well. And you get this thing loaded up. It's super soft on the outside. It has all the elements you love about conchas and ice cream all mixed into one great bite. Now, speaking of custom items, because you can put ice cream that's made here in-house into any of these items on top of the cone, inside the concha sandwich, the paletas, made fresh back there as well. This is a small sample of what is available out here. But there's one in particular that we saw getting made, though. It has chamoy on the inside.
Yes, this one is the chamoy and mango. We newly started making it, and it's just a perfect combination.
Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mango nata is what I think I would call it.
Oh, it's great flavor. The mango paleta is absolutely delicious. Chamoy on the inside, so it's sour, it's sweet, it plays off of each other. It's really good. There's also a lot of different options as well in the paletas. There's chocolate, there's even an Oreo one if that's what you really like. Lots of fruit flavors, and the best part, they're all made fresh here. The mango's nice and sweet, and it tastes really natural, and I like that a lot too.
Yeah.
And you can even see, I mean, this is real fruit that's used inside of these. Yeah. This is great stuff.
Yeah, that's what I love about having Tropicana, because we make everything in the back. We know what's going inside of it, and we try our best to give our customers the best taste, textures.
You guys, Tropicana is a great location to come out for treats. What a fun spot. Everything made fresh right here in-house. The aguas frescas, all the savory treats, the sweet treats. I mean, this is where it's at. This is so many little
even
things.
The whipped cream, the chamoy, the chili, everything we make with our own special recipes.
I gotta say though, I mean, I'm in love with the pumpkin pie. I hope you guys keep this around for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we're keeping it for the holidays.
Good. Because this is insane. I love what's going on, Mary. Thank you so much. Give me some love.
Thank you so much
Great
for coming
sweets
out here.
Thank you.
Texas Eats will be right back. Earlier on Texas Eats, we learned about the haunted history at the St. Anthony Hotel in San Antonio.
From time to time, you would smell this faint fragrance of lavender, and you'd look around all over the hotel and you couldn't find the person who smelled that way.
Each ghost story at the St. Anthony Hotel has a coinciding cocktail being made at Haunt, the bar and lounge inside the hotel.
This is a lavender lady.
Have you ever encountered a guest that has mentioned that they've seen anything here, like paranormal, or have you yourself seen anything?
I have not on both accounts, but I think they want to.
Any historic building in the city of San Antonio has stories to tell about its spirits or its ghosts. Please come and see if you can find ours.
Now, we're getting a taste of the top items on the menu.
Joining me now is Chef Stephen Bowers. Thank you so much for having us out here.
Thanks for coming.
This looks absolutely delicious.
This is a pretty epic little setup here.
What kind of seafood dishes do you offer?
We offer a variety of seafood. We offer more of the straightforward approach towards seafood, and then we offer more, somewhat of a chef-driven kind of aspect to seafood, things that you won't see anywhere else in the city.
I want to start with this dish right here. You got a lobster going on. How is it prepared?
Okay, so this dish was created basically in my backyard with the greatest grill ever, a Weber. So it's essentially lobster split in half, and then we make a butter that's with caramelized garlic, and we infuse that with melted butter, and it basically forms an emulsion. And so we take the whole lobster, split it, put it right over a charbroiler, and just start ladling this butter right over it.
There's a butter bath for it.
Always. And then it's finished off with a little parsley and caramelized garlic.
Cheers to you.
Cheers.
All right, the lobster.
It's smoky.
The lobster is so buttery, super tender, and the way it's presented is just like over the top, right? And that's what you expect when you come out to the St. Anthony and Rebelle. The flavor is so good. It has a little char grill flavor on there, but the butteriness on the inside and a little bit of that texture on there as well. I mean, but just fall apart tender lobster is top notch. This would be the one I'm coming back for. It's the first one I've tried, but let me tell you, this is worth the travel, worth the time out here. You come stay at the hotel, this is the dish right here.
That is a big signature dish.
Some mussels going on. I see some shrimp in there, some scallops. What is this one?
This is cioppino. So this is a dish that reminds me of growing up where I did in the Bay Area. And so this is a San Francisco classic, which comes from Liguria, Italy.
Wow.
This has pretty much everything you can throw at it. It's got scallops, shrimp, mussels. There's Alaskan king crab in there. You know, everything. And we don't screw around with portion size here. You know, one note about our seafood is that we don't own a freezer in this kitchen.
Everything's fresh.
Everything.
This is the assortment of seafood you want. If you're looking for scallops, mussels, shrimp, and some of that old world flavor, but in a modern presentation, a little bit of your own spin to it, this is the one to get. Grab one here with me if you want a scallop, a mussel, anything you want to go for in there.
I'm gonna be greedy and pull out a nice fat king crab leg right there.
Oh my gosh.
That's
okay,
where
I'm
it's
jealous.
at.
There you go. You got the king crab, I got the shrimp.
Right,
cheers. Oh man. This seafood stew is so good, and there's so many different elements inside of it. Scallops, king crab, shrimp, mussels, everything in there just kind of plays a part in building on those flavors in there. It's super bold, and it comes to that big piece of bread on the side. You know you got to dunk it in there and go for it. This is phenomenal, and let me tell you, this is a lot of food going on here. Definitely something you want to get if you're feeling extra hungry. This is the one.
Okay, so this is the ceviche. That's sort of a kind of a mashup of a Peruvian style ceviche with more, you know, ingredients that are familiar to the palate here, like avocado. We have a little bit of radish shaved in there and some red onion and some serrano for heat. They come with little tostadas that we fry up here.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Slight spice, but it's the acidity and the brightness that you want out of a ceviche. But the textures on all the fish, everything is perfect on there as well. And you can tell, I mean, you guys obviously are very knowledgeable in what you're doing on here. Last but not least, the dish over here.
This dish is created by our executive chef here. I'm the chef overseer of the restaurant. The executive chef here is Alan Dale Nelson. This is his blackened redfish with a mock shoe and summer squash. So crab meat, corn, summer squash, jalapeno, and then a red bell pepper puree.
There you go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wow. It's smoky, but not to the point where it's just going to, once again, take over. It's just that exterior that you want. That blackened seasoning just brings such a punch. Chef Alan's blackened redfish is super smoky, kind of bold on the outside, but on the inside, buttery, flaky goodness, super tender, and all the proteins out here are just cooked to perfection, and they know what they're doing. So when you expect high-level, high-end seafood, this is the spot to come. Everything is tasty out here. What a great place to come out for date night, especially if you're looking for a place maybe with some haunted stories to it as well. It's a fun place. St. Anthony out here, Rebelle is the restaurant. Thank you so much, Chef, for having us out here.
Thank you.
And of course, you got to get the cocktails over at Hunt. All the cocktails, a lot of them are named after the actual spirits that have resided here. But this is it. Cheers, Chef.
Cheers.
Texas Eats, we'll be right back.
Thank you so much for watching today's episode of Texas Eats. And to get more information on all the restaurants that you've seen, plus a map, just go to our website, ksat.com/Texas Eats. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Texas Eats TV on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to join us every Saturday right here on KSAT 12 at 10 o'clock in the morning, because this is how Texas Eats.